Hello, hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 291. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan Sekhri. Welcome back, Rajyasree. How was your week away? 2 weeks?
No.
2 days?
My 2 days away.
Oh.
I went to Calcutta.
Oh, how lovely. Oh, you got me back that thing also.
What did I get you?
Not Mishti Doi. What's it called? Sandesh.
Yeah.
So
make sure your
yes.
sugar levels don't drop.
So good to have you back. We'll be talking about the following things this Awful and Awesome. A film called The Whale, which is critically acclaimed and won many awards also.
Yeah. Even today.
Oh, what? What did it win today?
It won Screen Actors Guild. He got Best Actor.
I see. Then a series called The Night Manager.
Yes.
Then the trailer of a film called Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway, based on a true story. We shall discuss the trailer. We don't usually do that, but it's newsy and certain bits. And then we shall talk about Ram Charan's appearance on ABC's Good Morning America, one of the most watched morning shows in the US, where they've gone for the Oscars. And I think RR won Best Original Song in the Critics' Choice.
Yeah, it had won where it beat out Lady Gaga and all of them.
And Taylor Swift.
And Zendaya.
But before all that, Rajyasree, I have a couple of announcements. As this financial year comes to a close, I hope March will be our best month yet, because January and February for sure weren't. I'm guessing you guys are too busy partying to renew your subscriptions. But without subscriptions, journalism and news laundry cannot survive, because we will not take ads or, the kind of, what are they called? When you have paid for promotion.
Brand placement.
Brand placement and articles that are written on.
That also, advertorials. And also like your laptop won't be sponsored by Khadim's shoes, which is very big, Khadim's by the way. If you all want to buy shoes in Bengal and all, Khadim's is very good.
So please go to newslaundry.com and subscribe and pay to keep news free and see our journalism. We've done some fantastic stories the last month. Just make sure that we have as many subscribers plus 20% that we had last year. So please go to newslaundry.com and subscribe. And in fact, if you recommend 5 of your friends who subscribe, in fact, if you convince 5 of your friends to subscribe to News Laundry, you will get a signed copy of Dinesh Thakur and Prashant Reddy's book, which I have spoken about on the Hafta. So write to us at subscription@News Laundry with the subject signed copy, and tell us the 5 people you convinced, and give us your address. Just make sure it's in India, and we'll send you a signed copy.
The Whale there's been a lot of press about The Whale because it's Brendan Fraser's comeback film, and he had stopped acting and he gave a whole bunch of interviews and all that just before this film was released, because he had not been acting because he had been molested during the Golden Globe Awards many moons ago by the hair of the Golden Globes. And he said, I had made a complaint and no one took it seriously.
I think we also made a very distasteful joke here about Golden Globes.
I did not.
It wasn't here?
I'm very sensitive. That must have been at the party we went to where I had bottled up all the things I didn't say over here. Okay. So Brendan Fraser's acted in this, and I read his interviews and all, and he's a smart guy, I have to say. But this film I thought it was excellent. I felt it was a little too dramatic right at the end, but he plays this morbidly obese man who stays in this house where a friend comes and checks up on him every day. She is clearly a nurse and she also clearly cares for him a lot. He's not very well off, or he's middlingly well off. And there's not much to it. He has a house clearly it's a 2-bedroom house, and he has lots of books and all that. And he also conducts classes with college students, but he keeps his camera off always. And these students keep saying, why doesn't he turn his camera on? And the main reason is because he's morbidly obese and he doesn't want them to see him. And then you see why he leads this life. And there is who this friend is who comes to check up on him and his friends and is very concerned about his health because he almost has a heart attack at some point. And it's basically that. It's the a period in his life that you see. But
well, actually, it's 5 days. It starts Monday, Tuesday,
Friday,
Wednesday,
yeah.
till Friday. I think, till Friday or Saturday. That's
and
it's
there
5
are
days.
4 characters, I
Yeah,
think.
there are 4 characters, 5 including the pizza delivery guy.
And it's shot in
In
just
one room.
that
It
room.
was apparently for a budget of like just about $3 million US dollars, and it's gone on to make some 10-12 times that.
Yeah,
So
and
it's just like in one room. The whole, other than 2 scenes which are in an adjoining the kind of corridor kind of room, it's the whole film is shot in one room. It's and like you said, it's the story of a man who is in depression because of a huge event or occurrence in his life, who has kind of walked out on his wife and daughter. His best friend takes care of him, and they are connected because he and she have a common bond, which is their late brother, who was part of the Scientology type church.
how you're giving? See,
And
I tried not to
that's
give.
not a spoiler. There's nothing spoiling about that, and so that's why they're such close friends.
And his daughter comes back.
And his
turns-
daughter, comes. So it's so that's the plot. There's no progression. There may be a couple of spoilers, so you might want to fast forward 10 minutes because there's certain things to really talk about the film. We have to talk about those things. It's basically the last 5 days of his life.
Yeah. And there is no real action which happens. It's him coming to terms with certain things which have happened in his life, and the other peripheral characters in his life coming to terms with those as well. But I felt this whole, that entire sequence with his wife when she comes to see him, the way they talk to each other, that there's a certain, even though she's clearly was very angry with him at some point and is still angry with him, there's an affection that will always, comfort, I think, more in the conversation, which will always come if you've had a strong relationship with someone and had a child with someone also. But she's clearly very angry with him, but I felt that was very well scripted, that entire dialogue. And it's a short sequence. I think she must be there for 10 minutes or something. And when his friend finds out about
His money.
And that also I felt was very, and then her return to his life, that was very well done. He acts very well, I thought.
Yeah,
So,
he's acted. I mean, that's the most the biggest plus in this film is his performance. It is outstanding. He is such a gifted actor. So he's really good. Did he put on all that weight actually?
no, not all that weight,
on his
but
face,
they put on.
because they put on very close-ups. I can't see any because
No, so-
all of it moves. There's like
but it's
excellent
very
makeup.
good, this thing. So he's
Outstanding
put
makeup.
on weight. He put on a lot of
But
weight.
not so much.
Yeah, so I saw that whole thing where they put that, whatever it is,
Prosthetics.
that prosthetics, and they wrap, the neck becomes bigger and bigger, and his legs, all that is prosthetics. But he's definitely
His legs
put on
definitely
around.
would be prosthetics.
No,
That's
but
true.
even the neck and
Because
this
if he would
part.
have actually put on that, he would have died. I'm just talking about his face.
No, so that's also
Wow.
but he still put on around, I think he put on 20 kgs or something. But that makeup and the prosthetics are fabulous, because I always feel when they are able to emote
Yeah, with that, it doesn't look
that
this
is the
thing.
thing.
Then it's when it starts, it just grips you. That film is so gripping, and I think in a film like this is where you can really see that whoever has made this film understands the medium, the craft of, nothing much is happening, but they still keep you engaged and hooked. So it's a combination of the dialogue, the camera angles, the editing. So it starts off really promising. I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be like an amazing film. By the end of it, I really like it, but I didn't think it was amazing. Like you said, that is because once his daughter is introduced, I think it goes downhill a bit.
A little too
certain-
dramatic, I find.
There was a certain pace and there was certain authenticity in the characters, which I think the daughter's character lacks. She doesn't come across as that authentic. I can't imagine anyone actually like her, whereas the other two are very authentic. I think the end, it went too far on the melodrama. It was like a 80s Hindi film. Tujhe yahan chal ke aana padega, chal ke yahan type. So that last scene just didn't do it for me. I mean, that's when the film really, I would have liked it much more had the end been different. Net, it starts off really well. And this is where expectations are when it starts off, because it's just the performances, the dialogue, the crafting, the theme, the concept. Then when the daughter is introduced, it comes somewhere here. Then when the wife is introduced, it comes kind of back up here. And then the end, it goes back down here. So all in all, up and down.
But him being nominated for a Best Actor award, I can understand.
He'll get it, yeah. It's in a way,
So he won today.
outstanding.
He's very, very good.
So, but you must watch it. This had the potential of being a tearjerker, but it wasn't. I'm sure you cried.
No,
You cried
I
in Selfie
cried
also.
in Screen Actors Guild Awards.
In Selfie, you cried.
No. Imran Hashmi, by the way, I think looks a little like Colin Farrell.
Okay.
Think of it, Jhalak. He has a Jhalak.
Dikhla jaan.
I used to like...
Ek
No,
baar
that's not him.
Then who's that?
Who is this? Jhalak Dikhla Ja's... Oh,
It's
yeah,
Imran
but he is
Hashmi.
very cute.
Okay.
Hai to cute. I used to find him quite cute when
On
I was
that
younger.
note, we will say goodbye to the video. The rest of the podcast is available in audio-only format. Before we say goodbye, I'm going to remind you to subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free, because when the public pays, the public is served, and advertisers pay, advertisers served. So yeah, check out the rest of the podcast on wherever you get your audio podcasts. Audio only, that's it from our faces. The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free, और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आजाद है खबरें.